Hello everyone, in this chapter we will learn a very useful tool for Oracle DBA. It's called ADRCI, Automatic Diagnostic Repository Command Line Interpreter. As we know, on Oracle 11G release 1 onward, we cannot directly read the alert log file because it is in XML format. Even we cannot read the listener log file. So we need to use this utility to read the listener files and alert log file, and we can do many critical and important tasks using these utilities. So in this chapter, this is our agenda. What we will learn in this chapter: viewing the alert log, runtime alert log in Oracle 12c database, and second, create the problem to see the incident step by step. So we will create in this chapter, we will create one problem, and we will see how to get the log file, runtime log file, Oracle trace files and Oracle errors, and then we will also explain what is the difference between problem and incident. And fourth point is very important. If we are not able to solve the problem locally, so we need to open a service request with the Oracle. So how to send this diagnostic log file to Oracle, we will learn step by step, hands-on in this chapter. And very important, this point, managing especially purging trace file in Oracle release 1 onward. There is Oracle database is creating many trace files. So we need to define the purging policy based on our organizations and based on our resources. So this is very important. We will learn how to purge the trace files and how to set the purging policy on the database level. So this is our conclusion of this chapter. Conclusion is, with ADRCI we have new and efficient utility to deal with the Oracle errors, especially for collecting information to send them to Oracle support. The functionality is called incident packing service. It started from 11G release 1 onward. As I already mentioned, 11G, 12G is generating a lot of trace files. So we need to have set the purging policy on the database level for the trace files. We can control the purging policy of them with the ADRCI. And finally, we can know to get runtime log using tail -f, our alert log from any OS level. So we can see runtime log using this utility, ADRCI utility. So we can get runtime log of any problem or of any incident. So we will go step by step, hands-on, as based on our agenda, as I mentioned in this chapter. So let's start. So first we log into database server using PuTTY client. A PuTTY client is a secure shell client, SSH client. So we can access the database server remotely. So I'll open two duplicate session to see the runtime log of our incident or problems. So first I will create problem. Please be noted, don't do this practice on your production environment, especially never do DML on dictionary tables. So first I will connect to the database. Actually I have one pluggable database and one container database, root container database. So my pluggable database name is PTB and container database is just CDB test. So we will see step by step. So just connecting to the SQL database as a SysDBA. So I will grant this user ADAM user. We have default user, so I will grant DBA privileges to that user. And please note that we are going to create one problem. So in this lecture I will show you how to see the problem, how to see the Oracle errors, how to see the trace file. So actually I did mistake. I am running this, I am granting this permission through the root container database. So we have to switch to pluggable databases. As I mentioned, we have DB test. So I will get error because still I am no. So we need to switch to the pluggable database. It called PDB test. So you can see this is a root container, our root container. So it is not recommended to have run any DML DDL queries on this container database, root container database. So this is our pluggable database, PDB test. So I just switch over from root container to pluggable database, PDB test. Done. So now we have to grant this ADM user as a DBA privileges. You can see we are connecting to the PDB test pluggable database. So I'm going to give the grant DBA to ADM and we put the password ADN. What we are going to do, we will create one table, one object, and we can connect to the ADM user. Now we have to give the service name of the database. Let's disconnect and I am going to connect again. SQL plus ADM and PDB test. So I'm going to create one table. It's called each test. I'm telling again and again, we are going to create one problem. So we will know how to use ADRCI utility and how it is useful for DBA. So I will get the object ID from the user object table. You can see this is our object ID. So now we have to connect to as DBA to pluggable databases. So I will exit from this session and connecting to again root container. From root container I will switch over to the pluggable database as DBA. So we will go step by step. Disconnect. Now I'm creating again session. This is DBA. By default, we defining environment variable. We already defined environment variable for global database instance, which is root container. So we can see root container. We need to switch to the pluggable database, PDB. Yeah, when we because in root container, please note that in root container we connecting through sysdba users. So after the switching the CDB to PDB, we will also connect to the as a sysdba. So now we We just update the tab dollar table. This is a dictionary view object. So we need to see the object ID, comment, So now we're going to alter system flush share pool. Flushed share pool to get the destination cache empty, else the select may not crash the session as it did. So we'll see alter system flush the shared pool. Then we connect to again ADMA user, and we can query each test table to see the result of this query. Sorry, we need to exit, and or we can use the service name of our PTP. Let's start from which says we see we are getting the error. I flushed the shared pool to get the data dictionary cache empty, else the select may not crash the session as it did. Imagine the user call me now on the phone or first idea on the experience DBA. We look at the alert log. Please notice that we now have two different kind of alert log. So first we will see what is in how to access the alert log using ADRCI utilities. So I just go to the other session, ADRCI, I check the home. So I need to go diagnostic home of that instance, that database instance. I check this home. Now I can see the alert log using this command show alert space minus tail minus f runtime log. So now we can see the error. This error is coming, and also we can see there is a trace file. So in next point we will just go with the problem and incident. We can see the incident was recorded in the alert log, and it tell us use ADRCI or support workbench to package the incident. First I wanted to explain first I just wanted to explain the relation between incident and problem. An incident is the occurrence of problem. In other words, the same problem may have multiple incidents. So we see the runtime log. Connectivity one time we will see the runtime log. So we got the runtime log on second terminal. So I exit out of the tail -F using Control C, and we'll see the incident. Show the incident. Also show the incident. INCIDENT. This is our incident. See, we have one problem with many incidents. So each incident have incident ID. So we can see each incident. We can see the trace log against each incident ID. Get all a 7445 error. We can also see the detail about incident. I will show how to do that using this command. We can see the detail of the specific incident based on incident ID, and we can see the exact trace file for that incident. So in last, we can see the trace file of this incident. So sometime we may not be able to solve the problem. We need Oracle support. For that, Oracle required information with method called incident packing services. It's named IPS. So this IPS creates the zip file and therefore refer to the logical package name and save in our any folder. So we will go step by step how to create the package and how to save this information to the zip file and how to upload to the Oracle support for help and support. So we just this mission problem 1. So it create the package. After creating the package, we need to save this package output to the file and upload to the Oracle support. We'll see. This is very important to see the output of this command. I'm sorry, I don't have such directory in home. Actually, I'm making mistake just for troubleshooting for you. So in this, I choose the package 2, but I don't have package 2. If you see, I created a package. It named 1. I don't have any package 2. So and second error, I put IP, it is not IP command, so we need to put IPS. So we'll see. I will save in user 01. I'm sorry, actually package 2 doesn't exist. We need to choose package 1, which we already created in previous command. So I will go this IPS, see, package 1. So I need to change from package 2 to package 1. Package 1, and I am creating this file, zip file, and U01. So it's done. It seems done. Done. So it saved the output of this package in the U01. We can see this file is created under U01. So we can upload this file to Oracle support for to get more support from Oracle if we are not able to solve the issue. This is very important. As a DBA role, mostly you don't know which trace file related to which incident, and it takes a lot of time to collect the trace file information. So better to have use this ADRCI utility to get exact requirement based on Oracle support requirement, or any further troubleshooting on related to Oracle error or other incidents. So we can see now we are seeing the trace file. This trace file, we can see the trace file. In this section we will learn how to manage the trace file and how to manage the. So we can see the purging policy. We can put command show control, and we can see there is 720 and other value. There is a long term and short term. So 720 mean 30 days, 720 hours mean 30 days, and 876 hour by default. So we can change that policy with we can change this policy, both policy, short policy and long policy. So for example, we will change 360 short policy, and long policy it will be 2190. So see, so 360 mean 360 hours, and 2190 mean 2190 hours. 2190 hours is a long policy, and 360 is a short policy. So we will set these two policy, and we can see, yeah, it's done. It's set 360 and 2190 long policy. So now we can also I will show you how to purge the trace file. As we mentioned previous discussion, Oracle 11G onward database system creating large trace files. So we need to define purging policy for this. So I just purge the log file 2880. That mean this 2820 mean minutes. So that means 2 days. So we can see, we can delete all log file, trace file.